Welcome here at the booth. My name is Michael Ulbricht, and I want to give you a short presentation about our solution, which we did based on the ST Engineering iDirect Europe equipment for a Swiss broadcaster. And this is in contrast to his presentation now, mainly the downlink or the contribution side, so not the distribution side. And the application was mainly to have the satellite news gathering side, which in the old days was based on traditional SCPC satellite carriers, and which is transferred normally via switch matrices and ASI interfaces. And nowadays you have a second way of doing satellite news gathering, which are IP-based streamings. Yeah? And the customer wanted to combine this, and therefore we provided this solution. And so that means everything should be IP-based streaming, also the satellite carriers. The second demand from the customer was that this all should be directly controlled and managed by a special software solution. What were the challenges in that case? This is streaming, and IP-based video is a challenge for any broadcaster because it's not the standard of the old days. Yeah? So that was one of and the second one, if you do IP, you have to take care about network security and things like that. The unique features which we implemented, and therefore we ended up with the MCX series, was really to reduce the number of rack units, because the space on the mechanical side is in the rack space is sometimes low. And this was the ideal subject. You see also here that we started this early. So we already started this with the MCX 7000. And you will see later on that the customer is now pleased to see the future, that MCX 8000 is even better because it provides more equipment in one rack unit. You know? The equipment, as I said already, which was used was the MCX 7000, because that was implemented 1 year ago already. And we used the demodulators for the feeds, and we also used the MCX provided ASI to IP converters. Why? It's a funny situation, because in the EBU network you have also, which you normally don't like, the Nobelsat equipment with the NS 2000, and they have only ASI output. Yeah? So they have to be reduced because this is a service, and therefore we introduced the MCX 7000 ASI to IP converters, and now the Nobelsat equipment can stream. Yeah? A funny situation, but that's life. Yeah. How was the interaction with the different teams of ST Engineering iDirect? As he already said, in one word, short, perfect. Longer word, we received very good support in terms of demo equipment, because you could imagine that 2 years ago, both the customer and also we as a business partners had not really any details in knowledge. So we had to test it, and both on our side to test it for ourselves, but also on the side that we implemented with the customer as a test setup to be sure and confident that it's really working. Yeah? So that was definitely the biggest important support. And in that framework, we also got from the technical support good assistance if we had a problem on configuring the equipment. And nobody wants to hear that, but we have also a good reaction time on bug fixes. Everybody don't want to hear it, especially at the exhibition, about bugs, but there are in any firmware and software, there are bugs. This is also not the problem. but the good solution is you get it in real time, the help and the change. And this is one of the, later on also, the key features why you place a contract. Yeah, why did you choose SD Engineering iDirect? I think his words, high reputation and stability of the products. And yeah, in terms of such service, we can say it's also a long-term relation. I think we were one of business partners number one. When did it start, Umesh? When did it start? How many years? 10 years ago. I thought 15, yeah, but okay. So I think, and we like to work with you, and that was one of the key features. And also the hands-on working on the technical level and also on the sales level. Yeah, that it's not long time frames and long reaction time. And this is something which we like to have. Yeah. Yeah. About how did you help us? I think this is again the same thing. It was the supply of the demo equipment, and it was the reactive customer support. The feedback on the partnership is we really enjoy that we have on both sides strong and motivated people, both in sales and in service and support. And I think that's important, yeah, because then the customer likes that, and therefore he places contracts. Yeah. He not only places contracts because of technical specification or price, he also wants the support. Yeah. Yeah, short technical about the solution. On this picture here, you see the traditional old way of distributing or receiving, receiving the TV signals, which is an IRD, and then you have an output which is going, which is going on the SDI level. And this is now the new approach which we implemented with the MCX 7000 or 8000, where you now stream this via Ethernet to whatever decoder. In that case, it were Titan Edge from ATEM, but it could be any other decoder which and now you should imagine this is the satellite way, and now you could also feed in under other IP streaming, which is, for example, coming via landline IP service. And this is the trick. Yeah. Why do you still show satellite receive antenna there? Yeah, because I think you have the landlines which just come in by internet, but you have also the traditional satellite news gathering signals from the satellite. So if you have a SNG truck transmitting his video signal to the central side. So it is for TV customers, for TV contribution, news. Yeah, because what you explained before is that we don't go over the satellite path, we go to the IP path. So we still go satellite, but with IP inside. Basically. Exactly. And we do this because we have both. We have some signals coming from the satellite transferred to IP, and we have already streaming signals coming via internet. Yeah, and you see this here also on that screen, where you see this is the satellite path, and this is then the streaming side where it comes inside from there as well. And we here is just a photo of the MCX 7000, which are then in that case connected via a switch matrix and optical links to the antenna. Yeah? And this is now monitored and controlled by our own software, by the SAT-NMS monitoring and control system, which handles all these equipment, not only the MCX 7000, but also the encoders or decoders and so on. Yeah? This picture is the head-end side. This is the head-end side, yeah. or in this case, it's not the head end, it's the central station of the Swiss broadcaster, yeah, where he has his control. Yeah, it's a broadcaster, but this is his contribution receive part. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And last but not least, this is a picture, a picture of the software where the operators can then easily, by mouse click, configure the different receivers and decoders, and also the MCX 7000. Yeah. If somebody wants to see that more detailed, we have a booth here, so you can have a look to that. That's also here in that hall, F47.
So these receivers are like VSAT modems? Are they the edge points of a VSAT network? What are they?
No, they are not a VSAT network. This is either
like a hotel or something, or what is it?
No, it's a contribution. Imagine you have now.
Okay.
This is going to the broadcaster, and the broadcaster is then retransmitting it with this
instead of terrestrial contribution.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then it's redistributed in the evening TV program, for example. Okay, so that's finished on my side. Are there any questions?